Welcome back, Bullish Bears. If you watched my previous video on how to draw the fan lines and capture measured moves, I'm going to show you a real easy way to draw those with just one drawing tool. And actually, there's two variations of it. You can use what's called a fib speed resistance fan to spot your fib level moves, or you can use just a standard pitch fan. Kind of similar to a Gann fan, only this tends to be easier to set up because you literally just have to identify one common trend line to figure this one out. So I'm going to draw one for you here with just the simple fan, and we have a trend line coming down here. Now the way this works is you literally just drag your price line up until you find that it has an alignment with several key points. If we were looking at this and drawing this in this time frame, we would identify that this is our expected outcome in the fan. So this basically subdivides every fan line for you, so you can spot those measured moves very easily. So if you miss this reversal here off angular support, you can catch it as it breaks this fan line here. This would be your first regression line, and you can run a 1-for-1 up to the next resistance line. Also, in this case, it gave you a 2-for-1. So if you picked up this trade just the same way we looked at it before with manual fan lines, you could actually stay long on this, or you can catch it twice. So effectively, you can ride it to the target, and it made exactly that move to the target and pulled back and then continued on. It gave a full 2-for-1 measured move. You only have to capture one leg of that to get a 1-for-1 measured move. Same thing in reverse on the way down. You have your rejection up here. You've got your first leg here. You can see there's one pause candle in this here. Very short notification of this leg coming, but it came. And it gave you a 2-for-1 opportunity there. Also, if you were daring enough, you could have caught the rebound. Effectively, it just helps you identify those measured moves and be able to take advantage of them in real time. And this is a 5-second chart, so these trades, durations of these trades are very, very short. Now, if you go down in time here, you can see that price follows that common trend line a lot longer than just the first opening range. And oftentimes, when you find that you're looking at a potential reversal, you'll find that the price will change direction. You can add just another common trend line, and you can find the direction change split as well. So here we are on a live chart. We watched a rejection off the 200 period, which is kind of a common moving average that I like to watch. And I would be looking for a reversal off of this angular support and a trend change to take place in this. So if I get a move up to our first regression line, I can expect a target measured move all the way up here. Funny thing is, it'll intersect with a previous trend line. So oftentimes you can make your target finding a lot simpler after the opening range has broken into a trend. This also works very well for a sideways range day. And it also works even better for a trend day because you have a way to identify reversals within that trend and or pauses within that trend. So if you have a way to identify short-term double bottoms in a declining trend, you can pick off every time it spikes and run with the trend. So you can trade a lot of this entire trend over and over and over again on a short-term chart. These fan lines can also be applied to pretty much any time frame. So you can swing trade with this if you know what you're looking at. You can find all of your measured moves. If you were to imagine this was, a very choppy looking 2-hour chart, for instance, you could very subtly identify those measured moves, and you can just literally draw a box around price and then move that box or add that box to another area and figure out a 1-for-1. So here was one leg, there was 2 legs. So in swing trading, this works out really well because you can find accumulations and you can find your 1-for-1s and 2-for-1s in a swing trading format or swing trading time frame. That's it for now. Stay tuned for the next video where I'll show you how to use the Phibs speed resistance fan. It's a little different, but it still works very similarly to a standard fan. Stay tuned.